Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has sent a message to the entire National Football League ahead of the 2025 campaign. We'll tell you what Mahomes had to say and react to it and more coming up here on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Tyler Jones, your fearless leader, here with you. Thanks for stopping by. Folks, let's show some love to QB1, the most talented quarterback in the history of the game, the best QB in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes. Who knows? Maybe Brittany's watching. Maybe Jackson stopped by. We want to make sure our voices are heard loud and clear, that we support number 15 himself. Spam 15 in the comments. I want to see at least 315s for Patrick Mahomes. Let him know. Let him know. We love him. There's no quarterback we'd rather have than that guy right there, Patrick Mahomes. Spam those 15s, and we'll get started with today's program. Patrick Mahomes, speaking at OTAs this past week, he talked about the offseason and how this team is looking to move forward after the atrocious defeat in the loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. Where they go from here. Mahomes sending a strong message to the rest of the National Football League, according to the USA Today, saying the following. When you lose the Super Bowl, I think there's sometimes in those workouts you may be a little tired. You have that extra added motivation to finish even harder, finish even stronger, and I think that'll be good for us at the end of the day. I mean, obviously, looking back, you want to win the game, but a lot of these guys haven't lost one, a Super Bowl. Hadn't ended the season on a loss that are on this team now. So I'm sure they'll be motivated to go back there and try to find a way to get to the Super Bowl and win it this year. So, folks, what I interpret that as, this is the warning shot to the rest of the National Football League that the Chiefs have woken up. You have awoken a beast, not just in Patrick Mahomes, but in this entire roster, that they have something to prove. Mahomes is hungry entering 2025. He is coming in looking to put last season behind him and take that extra step for this team to get to where they want to go. This Chiefs team, it's clear. From everything we're hearing from Patrick to Andy and the guys on this roster, they are coming with something to prove, and they got vengeance on their minds here. And the last time they lost the Super Bowl, remember, to the Bucs several years ago? The next season, they looked like they were the favorites, that everything was going to go their way. And then it didn't with that loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, and that left us all searching. This team was even hungrier. Now that the Patrick Mahomes has been through this a couple of times of looking to bounce back, he knows what it takes. And there's something dangerous about this man when he's got a chip on his shoulder. Even going back a few years ago, when Lamar Jackson was named by the players across the NFL as the best player in the league and the best quarterback over Patrick Mahomes, Patrick took notes on that. Every time he's been disrespected or thought of in a not-so-great light, he's embraced the petty. And there is no one better than Patrick Mahomes when you give him a little edge and something to prove. It's that Michael Jordan, killer instinct, Wayne Gretzky, those type of guys. Tom Brady in that same sense. Patrick Mahomes has got that about him, and the rest of the league should be on pins and needles right now, knowing that Patrick Mahomes, who's already the best in the league, is still playing with something to prove going into this upcoming season. Will the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this season? Will they break through and get back to the promised land? It's our pinned comment today. Type Y for yes, in for no. Weigh in the comments section and tell us what you think. So not only is the motivation there, but there's a couple things that I want to talk about with this Chiefs team that makes me feel really good about this bunch heading into 2025. Not only do I think that this team is a better roster than what it was in 2024, specifically the offense has improved. And I think it's going to be lethal of what we're seeing from the Kansas City Chiefs. You didn't have Rashee Rice for most of last season. You didn't have Hollywood Brown. Isiah Pacheco wasn't at full strength. And now you go into this season, Patrick Mahomes is playing with an edge, looking to get things back on track. Isiah Pacheco was not his old self last year. He's got nowhere to go but up, essentially, after that injury. Rashee Rice, before his injury, looked like a top 10 receiver in the league. I think he's going to be fantastic this year. Xavier Worthy was fantastic in the second half of the season last year. He's found his role. Hollywood Brown, just being on the football field and using his speed, that's going to help. Jaylon Royals has been the talk of minicamp and OTAs. I'm excited to see what he could potentially do, competing for that number 4 receiver spot with Juju Smith-Schuster. Travis Kelce dropped some weight. He's down 25 pounds, and this could be it for Travis Kelce. And then Noah Gray is coming off the best season of his career. Bottom line is this. If the Chiefs are healthy, and of course we won't know till we know. The season's got to play itself out. If they are healthy, nobody is stopping the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think a big part of what's going to get them over the top and make this offense so explosive is getting Rashee Rice back. I think Rashee, his return to this offense is huge because they were able to win, and the offense did enough last year without Rashee Rice. Now you add in a top 10 receiver potentially to this mix, who was already off to a great start to 2024 prior to the injury. Had a fantastic rookie season with nearly 1,000 yards. And I pair him up with Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelce. And the offense is going to change a bit too. Travis Kelce's not the number 1 option anymore. You know who is? This guy, Rashee Rice. And I think he's going to deliver. And he's already looking great in OTAs and private workouts with Patrick Mahomes. Rashee Rice, he's ready to suit up tomorrow if they needed him. Do you believe in Rashee Rice? I'm all in. I believe in Rashee Rice. What do you guys think? Type B for believe, D for don't. Be honest with me. Chime in the comments section. Tell me what you think. Folks, want to make sure you're subscribed to the Kansas City Chiefs Report as we bring you our daily news and rumors, weekly live shows each and every Tuesday, breaking news, Q&A mailbag, sometimes 2 and 3 videos a day. Your one-stop shop for all things Kansas City Chiefs. Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. YouTube.com/Chiefs TV. Let's get at least 20 subs off today's video. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. The other thing I look at with the Chiefs, of why I feel optimistic about this group, specifically on offense with Patrick Mahomes and company, is the offensive line. They have the offensive line now, and that will help Mahomes a lot. Just staying on his feet. He had the ankle injury last year, and that was not ideal. Fortunately, things worked out pretty good for the most part, about as well as they could have. But you have some depth now with Simmons coming in, more. Kingsley should be improved, playing the guard spot. You still got Trey Smith. You got the best center in football and Creed Humphrey. Jawan Taylor's still around. You got strength in numbers. And you have given yourself some leeway as well if you potentially have an injury of sorts, if you get held back in that sense. I'm looking at this O-line right now, and, I mean, you got some dudes to work with here. I mean, Caliendo, other than the Super Bowl, did a pretty decent job last year filling in at the left guard spot. Wanya Morris has starting experience. He's one of your backups. Jaylon Moore, he might not win the starting job. That might go to Josh Simmons, but I'll find a role for Jaylon Moore. And the other thing as well, as much as we talk about Patrick Mahomes in the passing game, this should also fix the run game as well. For all the problems that hurt this rushing game and the blame that was put on Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, the offensive line was a big issue. I don't know who's going to end up leading this team in rushing this year. I would think it's Pacheco, but it could be Kareem Hunt, could be Brashard Smith. But I don't care, honestly. I think somebody in that Mitch, hell, even Elijah Mitchell for that matter, will emerge. You have too many options for it not to work with somebody in this run game, especially if the offensive line is going to do their part. And I haven't even mentioned Carson Steele, who, if he can just figure out how to protect the football, maybe he needs to do what my dad always told running backs at Pop Warner, go sleep with the football in bed or something. I mean, like, somebody is going to figure it out. Do I know who? No. Do I lean towards Pacheco? Yes. But you have some good options. If the offensive line does its part, they'll be okay. Who's going to lead the Chiefs in rushing? Name that running back for me. Is it Pacheco? Is it Hunt? Is it somebody else? Wait in the comments section. Tell me what you think. Got a great deal we're offering Chiefs fans. The Unstoppable Polos are on sale now with free shipping at chatsports.com/unstoppable. And they come in all sorts of different sizes. It's a great deal, folks. It's very affordable. It looks great, whether you're in the golf course or in the office. You want to be wearing this polo, folks. You can get yours now at chatsports.com/unstoppable. We also have other Chiefs merchandise available at that same link as well. Chatsports.com/unstoppable to get yours today. Link is in the comments and description of today's video. When I look at this Kansas City Chiefs team, specifically the offense entering 2025, the only thing stopping the Chiefs is going to be themselves. That's it. The weapons are there. The coaching staff is there. They just got to stay healthy because everything is lining up. The stars are aligning for the Kansas City Chiefs. They want to send Travis Kelce out on top. In all likelihood, this is probably curtains for Travis Kelce this season. And when we talk about the story of the Kansas City Chiefs 20, 30, 40 years from now of this run, I think it's going to be crucial to finish this story right for Travis Kelce. This team is razor-focused. They know the assignment, what's ahead of them. Now they got to go get the job done. Appreciate you joining us here on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. If you made it to the end of today's video, that means you're a real Kansas City Chiefs fan. Spam real one in the comments section, and we will see you all next time right here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report.